based on the thumbnail and the orange behind me, you know what this video is about. We just did one on my machine. This is another cage from Midwest Dirt Fiend. He offers 3 different designs for the Pro XP. He offers the notchback, which is on my machine. He offers the Rowdy, which is on Dude's machine behind me here. And then he also offers the fastback. All 3 of the designs are about a 5-inch drop in the rear. You can get them fully welded. It's pickup only in Pewaukee, Wisconsin though. If that's not something you're able to do, he offers a weld it yourself kit on all 3 designs. All you need is to be able to weld or have a buddy that welds. All the tubes come pre-bent, pre-cut, in a box, ready for you to build. Everything's laser etched, so you can just slap it up on your machine, weld it, and then you can have a cage like this on your machine.
Or like that.
Or like that. If you're near southeast Wisconsin though, there is the option to get one of these pre-welded up. You go pick it up. That's what both of these were. We picked them up fully assembled. He also offers a set of tree kickers for the 2-seat Pro XP. Right now, he only has stuff for the 2-seater Pro XP. He is working on the 4-seater. So if you follow him on social media, once that's available, I'm sure he'll be posting about it. We'll post about it. But if you are in the market for a cage for a 2-seater, you can use code Somewhat Haggard on MidwestDirtFiend.com and you can save yourself 5% on one of these cages. So Dude wanted to be extra safe, and that's why he went with the safety orange. The color is pure safety.
Safety is sexy.
He got it done by Precision Powder Coating in Crystal Lake, Illinois. So I'll have his information in the link below. If you're in Northeast Illinois, Southeast Wisconsin, and you need something powder coated, check him out. If you haven't seen the video on my cage, the big thing with the Midwest Dirt Fiend cages is it allows you to use the Polaris factory glass windshield with the electric wiper and the Polaris factory aluminum roof. Because a lot of people buy their machine, they start buying accessories straight from Polaris. You get an aftermarket cage, and now you're scrambling to find something else, or maybe it comes with the new one, but then you got these expensive parts that are just sitting there. So he designed these so you can run the factory stuff. Today, after I'm done yapping, we're gonna be putting a Super ATV poly tinted see-through roof on this cage, and then we're gonna try to put a Tusk poly full windshield on this cage as well. As far as the different design than mine, this is the Rowdy. The whole front section is all the same. The changes come in the rear. So as you can see, it's got 2 bars that come down and follow the body line straight down, as opposed to the notchback that swoops down and follows everything closely. With my machine being a sport, we were able to just slap it on. Didn't really have to worry about much. With Dude having the Ultimate and the Ride Command, and he has the Stage 4 sound system with the sub and the little rear speakers, there was some concern that the rear speakers will clear, and they do. It is a tight fit. You have to kind of work them in there, and they're not hitting. It's just tight to get everything in there, because what, it hooks?
The 2 clips in the back of the speaker, and then there's not much room to wiggle it around.
You can see there's still a gap, but if you're concerned about it working, we can confirm it does work. Obviously, the biggest reason you switch out your cage is safety. The factory ones are really chintzy, and I don't know. Personally, as you start to push the limits of the machine, don't really feel safe. But the other thing that happens, besides adding a whole bunch of safety to your machine, is the look. Adding the cage to both these machines completely transformed it. It's awesome to see each time you put that cage on, it's a completely different machine, and all you're doing is adding tubes. If you've been watching our videos, you've probably been seeing this machine slowly turn into a pumpkin, and this was kind of the icing on the cake. He knew he wanted that safety orange cage, so here it is. And yeah, it looks awesome. So we are gonna put that roof on, or at least try. It should go on. Same brand that's on mine, it's just not aluminum. Still got to put the side mirrors on, which are the same that are on my machine, so we know that's going to work out fine. And then that Tusk poly windshield, we have no idea how that's going to work. But before we try to get all that stuff on there, we have a very serious issue we have to address. A few videos ago, we did some drag racing. If you haven't watched that, go back, check that out. While we were racing both of the Pro XPs, my wife, Stephanie, who has the 21 XP 1K, she was filming, and she decided to start talking some shit about my reaction times. I'll show you the clip here.
Jeremy's reaction time's a little not great. Makes me wonder, maybe I could beat him.
She thinks my reaction times are so bad that she can beat me. So before we install this stuff, we're gonna go call her out and we're gonna settle this. She's wearing her Jet Hot shirt, so she thinks she's got an extra 5 horsepower or something. This is a good time for her to do this to me though. Call me out, kick me while I'm down. It's not in a video yet, but I do run that aftermarket STM clutch, and that thing needs work. And right now I have the factory clutch on, so I have no tune and no clutch kit. But we're gonna go call her out and we'll race her and win.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
All right, Speed Racer, you were talking shit. Let's go.
Okay.
Steph's out warming up her race car so she can beat me with her reaction time. Gonna get a camera set up, and then we're gonna do this.
Okay, so Jeremy clearly won that, so we're gonna give Stephanie an advantage and see what happens here.
don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
Well, when you talk shit, you kind of have to woman up here and, you know, race them. First race, got smoked. Second time gave me a little bit of a head start, and I guess it's close. But here we are with Greg and Dude and Jeremy. They're racing. Jeremy's got his stock clutch with no tune on because the STM one's gonna have to get fixed. So should be a closer race, we'll see. Dude also has the RZRs on instead of them shitty megabytes. But looks like they're waiting on me this time. That's nice. Okay, here we go. Definitely think Dude took that one. I'm sure they're gonna come back and say, we're gonna do it again.
That is correct.
Okay.
Dude versus Jeremy again.
To 6 more days later.
We spent too much time screwing around, drag racing, and we did not get that roof and windshield installed that day. But Dude got that stuff installed, and we didn't really film any of it because there was really nothing to it. So here's the Tusk poly windshield. He kind of just had to sandwich it in the roof, because normally the mounting plate kind of goes under the factory cage, but it does fit on. There's a gap, and the lower part kind of wiggles, so we just kind of don't know how that's going to work out trailering, but it should be all right. And then this is the Super ATV tinted poly roof that he had on his other cage, and just like the Super ATV aluminum one that is on my MDF cage, you just run the nut and bolt through instead of using those little clips, and then we just do one side, and then you can kind of bend it to the radius of the new cage and bolt it down, and it works out good, looks good. So neither of these really took any modifications to work on the MDF cage. And then he also has his seismic mirrors on. And that's pretty much it for accessories on the cage for now. So we got one more thing we're gonna show you with this Midwest Dirt Fiend cage. Like I said before, it's a 5-inch drop. Dude is currently running the little Super ATV seat risers in his Pro XP. You can just see a lot better using those, and with this new cage, with the drop, they're still usable. As you can see, he's got plenty of room.
Yeah, dude.
And how tall are you?
5'9", 5'10".
So he's a strapping young lad at 5'9", 5'10", plenty of room with a helmet, but we are gonna pull those seat risers out, mostly for vision, right? Is that what it, or just?
Yeah, because it just feels like with the cage being shorter, that you're more like
looking at that front bar.
Looking at the front, yeah.
Yeah.
And the mirror too, you're like, the mirror's right.
So you can see, like, I'm kind of lined up with his eyes. You're just kind of looking right at the mirror and the top of the windshield bracket here.
Yeah, it'd be better if you
So if he was a little lower, yeah, he's scrunching down, and he'll like that better. I ran those little risers for a while. I ended up taking mine out before the MDF cage. I like how it feels better sitting in the seat without the risers, but you can see over the hood a lot better with them. But just for vision purposes, he's gonna pull them, But if it's something you do need and your average height and you gotta have them or really want them, you can do it with this cage and clear a helmet pretty easily. So that wraps up the Midwest Dirt Fiend cage on Dude's machine. We did a little extra drag racing, so that was fun. We picked our winners for our first giveaway. We ended up selecting 9 names instead of 5, and we were gonna put all that on video, but I've already got a hold of most of you, so don't need to. I think there's 2 people left, so check those comments if you commented a yeah dude. And thanks to everyone that participated. Thanks for watching the videos, liking, subscribing, commenting, and all that other stuff. And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.